Hello everyone, I'm Deb Courtney. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So glad you're here today. Continuing on with the series of personality, we're discussing today workplace personalities and what that looks like. I have my notes ready here, and so let's just dive right in. Let's talk about the popular sanguine personality as far as what that looks like in the workplace. If you're in contact with a person that is a popular sanguine in the workplace, you will notice that they do these things. Okay. They motivate others to join in, and they are a creative person. You will notice that they are best at making initial contact with people. They are a good person to put at the front desk when people are coming in the office. That's a good job, duty, and responsibility for a popular sanguine person. They have a creative and enthusiasm and excitement personality. They are great at encouraging and uplifting others, and they ensure that the group has fun. They are apt to be easily distractible and forgetful. Their personality style in the workplace is humorous with a light touch. But there is a warning as far as popular sanguines in the workplace. They can come on too happy or cute. They're not considered serious or believable, and they shouldn't handle money. They realize that they want fun and adventure. So if you have this personality in the workplace, that's what you will find in a popular sanguine personality. Let me go ahead and give out some occupations and hobbies of a popular sanguine personality and where you would see them most likely at. An actress, a woman speaker, a saleswoman, visiting and caring for the sick, a good cook, volunteer work, a loving mother, given to hospitality, a receptionist, like I said earlier, they're great at that, and a participant in athletic activities. Let's go ahead and look at their emotions in workplace. A popular sanguine's emotion in workplace, they're warm and lively people. They have a lot of great charisma about them. They're talkative. They're never at a loss for words. Carefree. They don't worry about the future or fret about the past. They're great storytellers. They live in the present, and they usually have the capacity for enjoyment. The weakness of a popular sanguine would be in the workplace is they cry easily. They're emotionally unpredictable in the workplace. They have a sense of restlessness, spontaneous anger. They exaggerate the truth. They appear phony. They are emotionally are impulsive. They're naive and childlike. They can come on too strong, tender and sympathetic, and they share joys and sorrows with others. As far as relationship to others in the workplace, you will notice in a sanguine personality person, their strengths are they make friends easy in workplace. They're responsive to people. They're enjoyable and optimistic in the workplace. They're always friendly and smiling, and they're easy to apologize in the workplace. Their weaknesses as far as relationship to others in the workplace, a popular sanguine is they dominate the conversation. They're not attentive, weak-willed and little conviction. They seek credit and approval. They enjoy people, and then they forget them. They make excuses for negligence. They talk too often about themselves, and they forget promises and obligations. As far as the sanguine in the workplace activity, their strengths would be in activities. They make good first impressions. They're not bored because they do live in the present. They are gifted, and they are great at caring for the sick easily engage in new projects, and they do breed enthusiasm, the sanguine personality does. Their weaknesses as far as activities in the workplace would be they're completely disorganized, they're undependable, they're late, undisciplined, waste time talking when they should be working, many unfinished projects, easily distracted, and fall short of their goals. So if you see any of those workplace personalities, how a person plays out, and they're a sanguine in the workplace, that's kind of what you can expect from a sanguine personality in the workplace. Okay, going right on to the powerful choleric personality in the workplace. Well, they're most likely to succeed, and they are a leadership person. So if you see a person that is a powerful choleric and they're living in the strength of who they are, and it's not a learned discipline, then that's what you'll find in the workplace from a powerful choleric personality. Powerful choleric personality in the workplace is best at motivating others to action, controlling the plans and productivity. They are great at giving a quick and clear instructions. They're making sure that the group sees the immediate gain in what you're doing at work. They are apt to be too impulsive and maybe be intimidating in the workplace. Their presentation style is authoritative and connecting. They may come on too strong or overpowering, and they seems to look down on others. If you see that in the workplace, then you know you are dealing with a powerful choleric personality. And they realize they need action and excitement in their workplace, and you will find that in a powerful choleric person. Let's go ahead and take a look at the powerful choleric personality as far as occupation and hobbies are concerned. They're strong. They make strong leaders. They are the workhorse. They are corporate America. They're professional career people. They're presidents of women's work. Their occupation hobbies may include home entertainer, executive secretaries. You will see a powerful choleric in that role. They participate in activities. They could be president of a local PTA. If you see an individual that does have that, you're probably looking at a powerful choleric personality, and then you'll know how to do all your other communications in regards to that person. They have a tendency to go into administrator work career. They're high school teachers, precinct workers, bank trust officers, crusaders. And let me just interject here. This is by not all means of the workplace occupations that you'll find powerful. These are just a sample. Each one of these, the sanguine, choleric, melancholy. These are just a little bit of a sample of occupations and hobbies that you'll find these folks in. The emotions of a powerful choleric in the workplace, you will find that their strengths are that they are confident and strong to make decisions. They're strong-willed and self-determined. They're optimistic. They're self-sufficient, and they're fearless and bold. The weakness, though, in the workplace of a powerful choleric personality, you will find that they have volatile anger problems. They're highly opinionated. They're insensitive to others' needs. They're unemotional. They have little appreciation for people being, weepiness doesn't really bother them. They don't get all up. They just, they're here it is, unsympathetic, okay, and harsh, and they're disgusted by tears. That just doesn't, powerful choleric. Okay, all right. Powerful choleric personality in the workplace as far as relationship to others. Their strengths are they do not expect anyone else to do something they cannot do. Okay, and that's good. They're not easily discouraged. I'll tell you know this is me. I'm a powerful choleric, perfect melancholy with a smattering of some of the others, and I'm not easily discouraged person. I'll tell you what. I'll look at it like this: either you've met your match, or I've met mine. And a lot of times, and you're not it. Okay, just saying. Strong leaders. They're good judge of people. They are motivators to other people. We like to motivate other people, and other people say, you know what, I love your energy. You motivate me to do what this is, and so there is absolutely a strength and weakness in the workplace, but I'm working on all living in my strengths. They're an exhorter, and they're never daunted by circumstances. I'm a doer, and so let's go get her done. And so that's kind of how I live day to day in my workplace. And so I don't tire. I'm just not. I just have the energy. I have the go get it done. Let's get it done. Whatever you can get done today, get it done today. Weaknesses. Okay, here we go. Sometimes we lack of compassion for others. That does have a tendency to show up in powerful colored people in the workplace. We can make decisions for others. Cruel, blunt, and sarcastic. If you do see somebody doing that in the workplace, they are living in the weakness, but that is a powerful choleric personality. They tend to dominate a group. They're arrogant and bossy, use people for their own benefit, unforgiving and revengeful, prone to bigotry, and haughty and domineering. If you see that in an individual, they have a powerful choleric personality, you have met a powerful choleric person. As far as activities are concerned in the workplace, you will find this as their strengths. They're a good organizer and promoter. They're decisive. They have an intuitive ability to make decisions. They're quick and bold in emergencies. They'll take over, get out of my way, let me help them. You'll see that. They're keen and quick-minded. They have a great capacity for action. Let's go get it done. They're very practical. They don't see the need to facilitate. They stimulate others to activities. They thrive on opposition. They set goals and they achieve them. But they also have a weakness in their activities in the workplace. You will notice a powerful choleric is overly confident. They are crafty, prejudiced, opinionated. They are bored by details because, we want the facts, ma'am, just the facts. Non-analytical. They force others to agree to their plan of work. Tiresome and hard to please, and only time for their own plans and projects. So when you run into people like that in the workplace, you have found yourself a powerful choleric personality, and then you can adjust yourself to those individuals. And being a powerful choleric personality, I understand that, and I try not to be that way. Sometimes it comes out, but then, you know what I do? I usually apologize to people. Say, you know what? I apologize if I seem too bossy, So I do it like that, and they say, "Oh, Deb, don't worry about it. I know, da 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 da." So, anyways, so let's go on to the perfect melancholy personality in the workplace. If you're dealing with a perfect melancholy personality in your workplace, you will know that they see the financial benefits, and they are a detail person. You will notice that perfect melancholy personality likes lists. They got a list. And sometimes they got a list of things to put on the list of things. You know what I mean? And so we like charts and graphs and lists. Okay. They're best at planning and explaining the details of whatever it is in the workplace that needs to be done. They keep financial records. They bring, they're being sensitive to the needs of others. They're best at doing this. They're best at making sure the group sees the long-range goals. Perfect melancholies are best at doing that. They're apt to be too easily distracted and critical, and the presentation style of a perfect melancholy in the workplace is they are accurate and sincere. But there is a warning with perfect melancholy people in the workplace. Notice that they might come across as unintellectual and remote. They're kind of people that you would put in the back room, like running the calculator or something. CPAs, things of that nature, is what you'll see most perfect melancholies gravitate towards. Those types of careers. May make others feel less intelligent. Perfect melancholy people in the workplace may do that. And they can get lost in the details because we're a details person. They realize that they need order and understanding. Well, let's look at what the melancholy occupations and hobbies look like as far as that in the workplace. You will notice in a workplace, if you're melancholy or you're in contact with a melancholy in a workplace, that they're artists, poetry, musicians, seamstress, interior decorating, culinary arts, chefs. You'll find perfect melancholy people in those kinds of hobbies and careers. Accounting, beauticians, they're in the hair business, they're in the beauty business. Spectator at athletics event, they don't usually get out on the field. Now, they will participate in like 5K run, 10K runs, marathons, things of that nature. You'll see melancholies in that. They are educators, usually in math, science, or English. You will find melancholy people in those kinds of careers and professions. Like I said earlier, interior decorators, you will see melancholy people in that. Fashion designers, authors, craftspeople, and poets, either to enjoy or write. You will find that in those kinds of occupations and hobbies will attract melancholy personalities. Emotional strengths for a perfect melancholy in the workplace would look like this. They love music and art. They're rich and have a sensitive nature. They have an analytical ability. They're emotionally responsive, and they are deep and reflective thinkers. The weakness, though, of a melancholy, that as far as their emotions are concerned in the workplace, would be like moody and gloomy, pessimistic, always looking on the negative, likes to suffer like a martyr. Hypochondriac, they are introspective to the point of being harmful. They do deal with depression, and they're proud people. In relationship to others, you will find in a perfect melancholy personality in the workplace their strengths for the relationship of others in workplace. They are dependable friends. You will see them as a self-sacrificing friend. They're faithful and loyal friends, and they make friends cautiously. Generally, they will reach out and shake your hand, and that's as close as you're getting to a perfect melancholy personality starting out. As they get to know you more and more, they'll get more at ease with you. And they have a deep feeling for friends. Their relationship to others, as far as their weaknesses is concerned in their workplace environment, would be they're critical of others' imperfections. They search for perfection and judge everything according to their ideals. They fear of what others may think of them. They're suspicious of others. They can erupt into a violent anger and prolonged animosity. They're awfully they're often deeply hurt by others. They will carry a grudge and be revengeful. That may last a couple of 2 or 3 weeks if they're living in the weakness of that personality now. And I know I've been there, done that, because I've got melancholy. That's my secondary personality. And so I just had to learn that, people don't care just how bad you feel. You can stay around, be mad, blowed up all the time. They're out lolly-don doing home with their laugh. Get over it. Don't do that. Okay? Just like those in opposition to them, and they're hard to get along with sometimes if they're living in their weakness as a perfect melancholy in the workplace. If you see any of this, you've got yourself a perfect melancholy personality that you're having to deal with in the workplace. Okay, as far as activities are concerned in the workplace in regards to strength of a melancholy personality, look for strong perfection tendencies, likes details and analytical work. Those folks do. They're self-disciplined. They finish what they undertake. They're fitted for creative and intellectual work. They're concise and thorough. They're gifted, genius prone. I know. Knows their own limitations. Their weaknesses are they're indecisive. They're theatrical and impractical. They tire easily of, just give me the facts, bottom line it, okay? They're hesitant to start a new project, because they're so detail-oriented. They know once they get into a new project, and so they think about it, you know what I mean? Because, like the next one says, too much analysis. They think a lot about it. And too much analysis in regards to maybe some project can lead to discouragement, and they may not get involved in it. Life work must demand the greatest in sacrifice, self-denial, and service, and they get moody over creations of what they have created. So that's a perfect melancholy personality in the workforce. If you run into somebody like we just talked about, you've got yourself a perfect melancholy personality in the workforce to learn how to get along with. Okay. Peaceful phlegmatic, last one. Okay. So if you are a peaceful phlegmatic personality in the workplace, this is how it is with you, and or if you work with a person who is a peaceful phlegmatic personality, this is what it kind of looks like. Okay. They make others feel like they belong, and they support people. They're best at, now this is peaceful phlegmatic people, are best at making sure the group is comfortable, always finding a middle ground. They're good in what you might say arbitration. They stay calm and function amidst chaos. They don't overreact to a negative situation. They're the kind of people you want to take to the peace table with you. When they talk about peace talks, a peaceful phlegmatic personality is good at that, okay? They're apt to be too undisciplined and indecisive in the workplace. Their presentation style is believable and balanced. But there's a warning to having a peaceful phlegmatic in the workplace, and that is they may come off too low-key, dull, or lazy. They appear unenthusiastic and unconvinced, and don't count on them for motivation. They realize they need rest and some quiet time. So let's look at what a peaceful phlegmatic would look like as far as occupations and hobbies. Okay, they are good at a homemaker, a bookkeeper, counselor, elementary teacher. They're good at crafts, a reluctant leader, administrator, seamstress or secretary, a gourmet cook, spectator of athletics. Now, this is just, like I said before, this is just a little bit of what you would see. I'm giving you a list of what a peaceful phlegmatic would look like in the workplace as far as their occupations and hobbies are concerned. Let's look at a phlegmatic in the workplace as far as what their emotions look like. Their strengths would be calm and dependable in the workplace. They're good-natured and easy to get along with, cheerful and pleasant, even if they don't have much to say. They're kind-hearted people and they're peace-loving people. Their weaknesses, though, however, are they lack confidence in themselves, they're pessimistic and fearful and a worrier. They rarely laugh aloud, they're passive and indifferent, they're compromising and self-righteous. As far as their relationships to others in workplace, the peaceful phlegmatic person, their strengths are they're pleasant to be with, they have many friends, they're dry, witty, sense of humor, they're softening, and as far as they're not harsh with people. Their effects, they're a soft person. They're easy to get along with people, and they're constant and they're faithful. They're diplomatic and peacemakers. Like I said earlier, they would be somebody you want to take to the peace table with you if you're trying to have peace with something. They're good mediators, arbitrators, things of that nature. They're good listeners. They are a faithful friend, and they give advice only when asked. Their weakness, however, as far as relationships to others in the workplace, are they don't allow themselves to get involved. They're selfish and stingy. They have a bit of what they call iron will. They may not tell you if you've got a project that you want to do, or you want to go someplace, and you say, okay, we're going this place next Saturday, and all during the week, and they don't say anything. And you say, well, I can't wait till Saturday gets here because we're going to be able to go to da-da-da-da. And then when Saturday gets here and they say, okay, go ahead and get ready. We're going to go. They'll say, I didn't say I was going. So they're controlled by that iron will type situation. That's peaceful phlegmatic. Okay, they're unenthusiastic, stubborn. They're indifferent about others. They tease others who annoy them. They're not too cordial, and they have an attitude of superiority. Activities as far as a peaceful phlegmatic in the workplace. They work well under pressure. They have practical, easy ways of working with people. They're conservative. They're neat and proficient. They plan their work before beginning anything. They have a stabilizing influence, and they're dependable people to work with. They're dependable workers. They show up. Their weaknesses, though, as far as activities are concerned in the workplace, are they're calm and serene, uninvolved in a spectator's life. They're slow and lazy. They're reluctant. They can be a reluctant leader. They lack motivation. They're indecisive. They overprotect themselves from getting involved in anything, and they don't like change of any kind. They like the status quo, easy peasy type situation, just the status quo, Not a bunch of changes, not up, not down, not hot, just steady Eddie. Okay, so that's it. That is what you're looking at, the different personalities. If you work with an individual in your workplace, that's just a little bit of what you can expect in working with sanguine, choleric, melancholy, and phlegmatic personalities. So I hope you learned a lot from that. I hope you can use this information in your workplace. Study it out some more. There's a whole lot more information. And as far as hobbies and occupations, that list, there are plenty of other jobs and lists. That was just a few jobs, career opportunities and hobbies that you will find those people in. So go out and make it a great day. If you give me a thumbs up if you like this content information, leave a comment in the section below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Certainly would like to have you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go out and make it a great day, and I will see you again next week.